If you don't get that reference, read the book. I'm not going to. Welcome to Pork Chops, Rice, and Peaches. I'm Richard.
I'm Noah.
And One Piece. We're going to take a little dive back into the live action.
The live action. I was really surprised when you told me about this concept.
Well, okay, so there's a couple things going on. First of all, this was started, this seed was planted with my visit with Desnus Citrus, aka Desnus the Dwarf, in Munich last month.
Yeah.
Okay. The man's
love you, Desnus.
Your charisma is phenomenal, and not only is it prevalent in person, but it jumps off the screen.
Yes.
Because I did watch his interview with Grant Ross, the actor who played Genzo.
Yes.
And of course I had to watch it.
It's a great video.
Because all day long he'd been talking about going home and doing it. It was scheduled for that.
Yeah.
It was just exciting. But here's the interesting thing. His enthusiasm for One Piece is palpable.
Yes.
It is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And so those two things, meeting him, spending the time, having the conversations, a couple comments that we've had, something's going on downstairs.
Something's going on downstairs with the dogs.
But whatever she was cooking, it smelled really good earlier.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do this. If you haven't seen Dez's interview with Grant Ross, go up there.
Check it out.
He's going to put the link out for that.
Subscribe to him. Go subscribe to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He makes absolutely fantastic content. He usually does a live stream a month discussing the One Piece live action. I've guested several times. I always appreciate it. And I'm always excited when he sends me a message about it.
And you know what? So that's what got me in on this. So what I did was I came home from vacation and I started rewatching One Piece live action. Now, last year when we did our video, and it was about a year ago.
It was actually,
right?
Yeah.
We did this. I was brand new to One Piece, and I think I had read on a computer screen maybe 15 or 20 episodes of the manga.
What we had really done was we had done the explains video.
Right.
Then we had done the trailer.
Right.
And then we did the breathtaking world of One Piece.
Right.
And the animation.
Yeah. Which is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And then the live action came out.
Right.
And you watched the live action and we talked about it.
And then that's what really kicked me off into, I need to just start, right. I started my journey. Now I am, what am I, 100 episodes in, 200 episodes in?
There are over 100 chapters.
Yeah.
And it's continuing. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's continuing.
So I thought, okay, let's go back and let's take a look at this now that I know more, understand more, see more, and then just see how this whole thing hits.
Okay.
All right. And I was actually stunned at how much my focus changed in the live action series.
Okay.
Based on everything I watched, and probably in the last week and a half, I've watched that series beginning to end 2 times.
Wow.
Oh, I mean, I have been going back and looking.
Studying.
Okay. Yeah, I have.
It's just a lot easier to just sit and watch that sort of thing, though.
Well, it is. And so treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Finding treasure is the premise of One Piece.
Yes.
All right. It's established from the beginning.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to try and keep all of my comments focused on the live action.
Yes.
To the best of my ability.
Well, you've also read past where the live action.
Oh, yes, I have. Yes.
So they inevitably there's going to be comparisons. It's what everyone did when we watched it.
Right.
But like the live action was great because it introduced so many people to the wonderful story that One Piece is.
Right.
Like everyone who had already read it is watching it going, please don't suck, please don't suck, please don't suck, please don't suck, please don't suck. And it didn't. It was great.
It really was good.
So well.
Well, and your concern for season 2 is whether or not Tony
Chopper,
Rainbow Chopper, whatever his name is. Yeah. I haven't met him yet. I'm like,
I know
this close.
You're
I'm
so
like
close.
right there.
I'm so excited.
3 pages away from meeting him. But your comment was if he sucks, it's going to ruin season 2.
It's definitely going to hinder.
Right. Okay.
But
anyways, back to what we're talking about. Okay. My original premise, thought on this was this is going to be like a 10, 15-minute quick hitter. Probably not.
Probably not.
Gold Roger. No more than the last episode we did. Gold Roger is on his knees getting ready to be executed. He says, you want to know where my treasure is. This is in response to someone from down below calling out, where is it, right? And he says, I'll tell you. He says, wealth, fame, power. I found everything this world has to offer. His next words, free yourself. Take to the seas. My treasure is yours to find. That is some fantastic misdirection.
Yes.
Because wealth, fame, and power is not his treasure.
No, it's not.
And he never says explicitly that they are. He does say free yourself, which clearly he believes that society in the world of One Piece is not a free society.
Obviously.
Right? And then he gets the last laugh by just creating havoc for what, 20 years this is going on? All right, now just hang on. So this story ultimately, from this perspective, rests on defining what treasure is for Gold Roger.
That's true.
That's what this whole journey is.
Yes.
Okay. Now, there's going to be other definitions of treasure because defining treasure is going to be a running theme through this whole thing.
Oh, you hit the nail on the head.
Well, and so
you hit the nail
right, but I think I've got this one kind of figured out.
Okay.
And I could be wrong.
I'm going to make one note.
Yes.
Okay, this was a change for the live action because he doesn't actually say that because it's the narrator of the manga. If you've noticed, the manga has the square blocks. That's usually the narrator saying what's happened.
Right.
And then that's what is in the anime as well, is that he doesn't say it, but they had to do that for the live action. And so I think it benefits from having him say that.
This is why I said I'm going to try and focus on just the live action.
Yes.
You know, okay, and try not to blend too much over. But but if this script was Oda approved, okay,
yes, and yes, it was.
And understanding the changes that you have to make to adapt literature to a movie, it's this condensed version of the same content has got to be pretty accurate.
Oh yeah,
okay,
oh yeah. It has to be in the same vein,
right?
It has to be running parallel at least.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Exactly.
Without making any ridiculous changes.
Exactly.
Right. They cannot finish the storyline before Oda finishes writing the manga. Sorry.
They won't.
Early on, we have Nami, who is the most money-driven character in the first season. She's motivated to steal.
Yep.
She has an enormous stash of money that we find out about.
Yep.
She has purpose for her thievery.
Yep.
And it has nothing to do with personal gain.
Not at all.
Not at all. And she's you've seen it, buying freedom for her village. All right. And I noticed this trip through something that escaped me the last time. It was kind of like intellectually it registered, but emotionally it didn't hit until this trip through. After she successfully steals the map of the world from Axe-Hand Morgan, she opens up the treasure chest. She's on the boat. Zoro's disappointed that there's no treasure.
There's no money.
There's no money in the box. She says, this is more valuable than gold. This is knowledge. Now, she's clearly a smart person, right? She's clearly a talented person. And when I saw that, I said to myself, here is our first peek into what her treasure is. A little bit later in that same episode, was it same episode or was it episode after that, she's on the boat and she's repairing the hat. And Luffy is, I don't know if it's surprise or gratitude or a mixture of both, but he says, you fixed it.
Yep.
And she replied, you said it is your treasure, right? Now, all this time we've heard Luffy say, I want to find the One Piece. I want to be the king of the pirates. He's talked about it over and over and over again. That's his catchphrase, but he has shown no true love of material possession like the hat. And we find out through the backstory the emotional attachment that goes with the hat. All right. So I'm ticking this off into the category of what is treasure. Now, what really made me, because every time we've talked about One Piece, I've talked about Usopp.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. The biggest influence in young Luffy's life is Shanks.
Absolutely.
Okay. He's charismatic. He's kind. He's hardworking. We see him working alongside the crew that he leads, not standing and supervising them like you would expect from a ship's captain.
Yep.
He is self-confident. He's patient. He's loyal. He's trusting.
Yep.
He is a defender of his friends. He knows when to fight.
Yes. Yes, he does.
More importantly, he knows when not to fight.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing that I noticed. This show perfectly did show not tell, because he doesn't tell Luffy to be this way. He demonstrates it through his actions completely. He demonstrates it. So now we have this character. He possesses incredible power, as shown when he tells the sea creature to get lost, and it does. And then you have that freaky change in his eyes that is at once fascinating and a little scary. And I had to go back and watch it 2 or 3 times because I was wondering, like, is that the same eye color as Mihawk? Right. And it wasn't.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not.
I started wondering if he's related to Mihawk. Because
as far as you know, no.
Right.
No,
okay.
Keep going. All right. You are so fucking close.
Okay.
To so much.
I know that. Okay. So here's the here's the other thing. I know it's killing you.
Yes, spoilers.
Oh yeah, your comments have got to. I respond to comments. I spend a lot of time responding to comments. If you're going to spoil something, label it, and I will give your comment. You guys have been fantastic. So don't take it personally if I don't respond. If you say spoiler, I don't read it. Too many people yelled at me for doing research into Dragon. Yeah. So I was like, yelled in a good way.
We appreciate you guys. We love you.
So we know at the end of this, he's fought Mihawk.
Yes.
He has not just survived a previous fight with Mihawk. In a kind of a hungover, exasperated voice, he says, I don't have the energy to duel you again. Right?
Be careful of that because it starts discourse on the internet. All right, the Shanks versus Mihawk debate is heated.
They clearly have mutual respect for one another. They're just, Mihawk is very formal and a little bit snooty, and Shanks is really blue collar, right?
Very.
Right? He calls Mihawk Hawkeyes, which is just hysterical.
That's his title is Hawkeyes.
That's his title.
It's one of his title is World's Strongest Sword. It's one of his Dracul Hawkeye's Mihawk or something.
Oh,
It's got the eyes of a hawk, essentially.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, not his title. Title. It is a name used to refer to him. Anyway,
I thought it was like just a jab. I thought it was just a T. Okay.
I think Shanks uses it as a
But he looks at him and says, in all exasperated earnestness, I can still take you. And I just went, like, when that
dude's got the confidence.
Yeah, well, and he's got to have the play to back it, because if he didn't, Mihawk wouldn't have stood there and taken it. At least the Mihawk I've seen so far. All right. Anyway,
fair.
I think
fair. We're bordering on that debate.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to go into that debate.
We're not doing that. This is not a power scaling comment section.
I am learning. I remember y'all are like 800 chapters ahead of me.
Oh, don't worry, that debate is still not settled.
I may have asked this before. I think I remember your answer. I asked you, is Shanks one of the 7 warlords of the seas?
No, he is not.
He is not. Okay. And I thought that's what I remembered that you said. And I was wondering in the back of my mind as I was prepping for tonight, was he ever offered it, or is it just too much responsibility because Shanks fed Luffy the desire for freedom and adventure, and being a warlord would is that a disagreement or is that a
No.
right,
This is a
okay.
guy you have so much
so yeah, this is all based on just limited.
I know, and that's what makes these makes these videos really fun on my end. Trolling myself.
Is it just too much? You know, he doesn't want to be hassled with that level of responsibility, but could he be? Was he good enough to be? Is he good enough to be one of the warlords of the sea? That's the question I have about Shanks, because he's clearly got a tremendous amount of power.
You guys know how hard it is to keep this poker face going? I do this for you guys.
Oh, you're not fooling me, dude. You know, the beautiful part about this, the beautiful part about this is that...
Yeah, but I'm trying to not give you any indications in which way.
Oh, you're not. And you never have. And it's the beautiful thing about this. But I have picked up from comments in the threads, from comments other people have said, from that I am so close in so many areas. And I'm sure there's areas where I'm really far apart.
Oh, yeah, but you are really...
like, yeah, okay.
Especially right now.
Okay.
Go on.
Luffy values adventure.
Yes.
Values freedom.
Yes.
Values friendship.
Yes.
Values food.
Of course.
Okay. He values supporting his friends in their pursuit of their dreams. This is his...
Yeah, hit it.
This is his treasure. This is what... One of the things that drives him. I mean, even so much so that he looks at Colby and Colby, you know, says, we might be fighting each other in the future. And he's like, fine, as long as you're going and being, you know, fulfilling your dreams, we'll worry about that then.
Yeah.
And then when it actually happens, he looks at him and says, yeah, I know you got a job to do, but I'm going to help my friends. And Colby backs down immediately, right?
Yeah.
You know, he kees talking about, you know, finding the One Piece, becoming king of the pirates, and I'm just like, that's secondary goal. It just seems like, it just feels like to me that, but I'm going to wrap this together.
I know you're right.
Put a bow on this, right? Okay. As an audience member, I have to get a new definition of piracy. I've been struggling with this for a year.
Well, yeah.
Right. And his comment that there's good pirates and there's bad pirates. So now,
pirate in this world is a different,
completely different.
But
all right, I'm going to be disappointed that if at the end of this journey, the One Piece is nothing more than an Abe Faria cache of wealth. Okay, if you don't get that reference, read the book. Okay. I'm not going to. I didn't think they would get that laugh line.
It was your...
Each member of the crew is going to define their own treasure.
Yes.
By the end of this journey. And it's going to involve, some of it's going to involve coin.
Yes.
Clearly, Zoro wants some wealth. I'm not saying that that's driving him, but his disappointment at a treasure chest with a map, right?
Because he appreciates booze.
Right. Okay.
Because Zoro likes to drink.
Family, friendship, freedom, adventure, accomplishing personal goals. I think we're basically going to get the message of the movie Cars.
No, it's not actually.
Really? You can say that?
He already said. I'm gonna cut you off right here.
All right.
One, obviously, yeah, for the readers, that's going to be like the big treasure is the adventure. But Oda promised that the One Piece is something tangible.
Okay.
It's not the adventure.
I did not know that.
Well, no, it was in an interview or in SBS later. Someone asked, is the One Piece and the greatest treasure going to be the friends we made along the way? And he says he hates that trope. Okay. Because he feels like it's not a tangible reward. It's not a reward. It's like, yeah, it's special, but that's like, okay, that's inherent to the story. It's gone on so long already there's memories associated with the story. Every reader loves it so much that that's going to be a thing. But he says no, he doesn't feel like that's a fitting reward for the character.
It's a predictable reward.
It's a very predictable.
Right.
And if there's anything Oda is not, it's predictable. He actively tries to
turn things on its ear.
Its ear.
All right.
Actively tries not to, and it'll become more and more apparent as you go. But
all right. So
I sorry to cut out an entire.
No. I appreciate it. I do. But like I just said a few minutes ago, sometimes I'm like this close to things, and sometimes I'm really far apart.
Yeah.
There's a couple of production things that kind of bothered me just a little bit. And I was trying to put this into words, and I'm really struggling with it. First of all, I think they did an injustice to Zoro in live action. They did not film him sitting on a chair, injured, with 50 dead fishermen on the floor.
No, they did not.
And
cut it for time.
Right. They cut it for time, and they had to give Sanji something to do heroic. And so they came up with the battle where they're competing with each other. Come here.
They just just opened it themselves?
I don't know. They might have, but both of them are coming in. So
Studio dogs are coming in. Stay away from the camera.
Yeah, there's Studio Dog 1.
I'm gonna fix that real quick.
So having seen that scene and the impact of that single panel picture, we really start to get the appreciation of the power that Zoro really is, which in turn really gives you an idea of how powerful Mihawk is because of the way Mihawk.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, 2 dogs. Oh, thank you for that. That was so nice. All right, good.
Okay.
I love these dogs. I love when they visit. They're just a bit much. Come here. I'm going to return just on my portion of this because you've been sitting here so patiently to where I started. Okay. Des.
Yeah.
If you're watching, I would absolutely love it if you could secure an interview with Peter Godoy. It's good. I looked this up online to pronounce his name.
Gedyo,
who portrayed Shanks. If he has the energy and the enthusiasm for his role as Shanks that Ross had for Genzo, it would be a delightful.
Yeah.
Right. And I would really, really, really love to hear his thoughts on the character. Because that portrayal was absolutely fantastic.
Start writing out your questions for him. Because I'm going to have to post this soon. If Des has secured his interview with Mihawk's actor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
fantastic.
You should really go check out his channel, especially during all these high level interviews.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It is. It's absolutely fantastic. So live action One Piece Revisited, I think I'm going to be able to separate manga from live action and just enjoy them both for what they are.
Oh, absolutely.
But
don't you rail your whole concept of the video is that it was coming around to the treasure is the adventure type thing, or
I was beginning to suspect that that the rewards were going to be less tangible. You're right. It's a trope that's done a lot.
Yeah.
I was beginning to suspect that, but I was thinking that there would be the more tangible financial rewards along the way, but they wouldn't be the ultimate.
Yes. Well, and here's the thing. I don't think the One Piece is a tangible item. It's a tangible something.
Right. But what?
Who's to say that that's actually Luffy's treasure? He doesn't even know what the One Piece is. How can it be his treasure if he doesn't know what it is?
So, well, you know what? This is,
There's a chapter and it's so far away, but once you read it, you're going to come back to this video and go, oh!
Then we realize how close I was, or am I going to realize how far away I was?
You're so close.
Okay.
So close. So close. But there's really good stuff in between now and then. So
Well, so I'm just now I'm just going for the ride.
yeah.
Now I'm just going for the ride. And where are we? Are going up the mountain to meet the reindeer, I think.
That's where you're at right now?
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to schedule the next manga discussion video.
Well, but I
hopefully soon.
I know I am so grateful for all of our followers from the One Piece community. Thank you. You're absolutely wonderful and you're really patient with me. And I just wanted to make something that would just let you know we're still here. We're still doing it. And I am more interested than ever in continuing.
So what are your thoughts? Leave them in the comments down below. And if you're new to the channel, there's a subscribe button down there as well. If you like One Piece content, he's going through his journey. We're updating it periodically.
And I don't mind being wrong. And, that's okay.
It's okay.
There's
part of the fun.
There's a lot going on. Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So
thanks for tuning into this episode of Pork Chops, Rice, and Peaches. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye. Come here. Joy, come here.
My final thoughts.
Hold on.
Oh, she's gonna wait.
Oh, that did right. So you can get in here. Get in here.
Going in the other ring.
Because I'm probably going to edit out half of that.
All right. Yeah, here, let's have this.
Thanks.
Oh,
Yeah, he knocked it off.
it took my mic off.
Yeah, that's why
That's hysterical.
Yeah, he jumped up. He knocked it right off.
Gotcha. All right. So you had it.
Technical difficulties. I got some editing work to do.
Studio dogs are gone. All right.